What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Do It All, and right now I'm going to be discussing some NFL rule changes. Now, today, 8 rules were passed, and let's check them out. I have the whole list right here on the iPad. Leaping no longer allowed on field goals. Now that's okay. I'm okay with that rule change. Um, it's more of a player safety thing, I guess you can say, but I'm okay with that rule change. Results in a 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So, I mean, the ability to time that jump is still miraculous. I do think, though, that it will make teams maybe load up one side of the field goal block formation now. Another one is automatic ejection for two certain unsportsmanlikes. Um, This rule was already in place last year, so nothing big changing there. They did a trial run last year, and now it's permanent. Kickoff touchbacks begin at 25-yard line. Same rule was already. It was a trial run last year. Um, I don't really think that. I actually didn't like it last year. I feel like it gives the offense a shorter field now. Oh, it's only 5 yards, but still shorter field. Um, so there's that. I also did not like. I don't like that the kickoff got moved up. Because nobody ever returns kicks anymore. What's the point now if you barely get to the 25 on a kickoff? Um, this one is something that's interesting. Added protection for defenseless receivers. It just says that this rule says a receiver is now a defenseless player if they are running their pattern, even if a pass is not coming their way. Wow, really? I mean, come on, man. Football's a game of sport of contact. So it's just ridiculous that they're doing all of this. I mean, you go back, I used to watch NFL Hardest Hits videos on YouTube, and I love that part of the game, seeing somebody get cracked, you know. It's an illegal crackback blocks from backfield motion players. So, oh, wow. That's interesting. So, no more crackback blocks. It'll be interesting because I think one team that does it a lot is the Patriots. So, we'll see how that influences their game plans. Now, the replay. Now, this is something that's interesting. Now, the replay review is completely overhauled. Gone are the days where there's going to be a replay booth on the sidelines. Now there's just going to be, just like how it is in college, where they only have a headset and a little control thing, and all the calls are going to be done from New York. Now, I do not like that, for one, because that just takes the game out of the officials' hands and it puts it up into the hands of Dean Blandino. Now, I got a major issue with Dean Blandino. I'm not going to get into too much detail about that, but 2014, Dez catch, no catch. Fuck you, Dean Blandino. Another rule is disallow multiple holds to manipulate game clock. If it is near the end of a half, teams can no longer commit multiple holds to burn clock and thus put the other team at a disadvantage. Doing this now will be a 15-yard penalty. Not really sure to think about that. I've never really seen it, I guess, so we'll see. 1 minute runoff, now a 2-minute runoff. Previously, if teams committed an illegal substitution penalty or lose a replay review while the clock was running, and there was under 1 minute to play, there was a 10-second runoff. This rule change makes it a 10-second runoff when there are under 2 minutes to play. Not sure how much that'll affect the game either. So, those are some of the rules. There were 3 bylaws that were passed and an NFL resolution that were passed, but that's not something that regards the on-field play. Now, there were a grand total of 15 rule proposals. So, it's interesting. I don't really like the one with the added protection for defenseless receivers. I get that they're defenseless, but like I said, football is a game of contact. I also don't like the replay review. But what can you do? The NFL is completely changing. It's gone to player safety. So there's that. So thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the flip side.